would like to knock out my next opponent or TKO him. That would be nice. Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks John Wood and everyone like around me who's helping me to get better. And yeah, I'm getting better, and then yeah, I'm improving my striking, you know. So first couple fights when I start fighting in my country, I was throwing hands, but I was just fighting from the instincts. But now now I'm much clearer, and I hit and I don't get hit.
The whispers are becoming screams. Tim Welch just dropped a bombshell, revealing a hidden truth from their first brutal clash. He claims Petr Yan fought Merab Dvalishvili with a potentially broken hand, severely impacting his power and the entire outcome. But the real shocker, Welch didn't stop there, pointing out a critical vulnerability. He warned that when Mirab starts swinging wildly for a knockout, his chin floats, completely exposed. This isn't just speculation, it's a potential game changer, an opening that with precise boxing, Petr Yan could exploit in devastating fashion. This changes everything we thought we knew about their history and what's coming next. Prepare for a rematch loaded with unseen dangers.
First, I'm focusing on Petr Yan. I don't overlook him. You know, he's a top challenger. You know, not every fight goes same way. You know, one mistake can change everything. And I realized that danger from Petr Yan. I know he's he's dangerous, and it's a fight. You know, hopefully I'm gonna win this, and like you said, and we have more contenders. That's good.
Now, Merab himself is stepping into this rematch with a terrifying new agenda, explicitly stating his hunger for a knockout or TKO. He's not just looking for a win, he's aiming for an emphatic finish against Petr Yan at UFC 323. This isn't the same Merab who won a decision. This is a fighter who has evolved. He wants to leave no doubt, to deliver a statement so powerful it reverberates through the entire division. This renewed aggression signals a dangerous shift in his approach, promising an even more explosive performance than their first encounter. The stakes are higher, and Merab's intent is crystal clear: absolute destruction.
What's just your perspective on Merab's very busy year here, the 4 camps, the 4 title fights? How is that going to impact what version of him shows up on Saturday, if at all?
Все поединки были здесь, в Вегасе.
All of the fights were here in Vegas. One in Los Angeles with Umar.
Right.
Los Angeles, how many hours need flight to Los Angeles?
4 hours drive.
Okay, it's home too, да?
4 часа.
Это тоже дома.
Same thing as
Я
fighting
думаю,
at
что
home.
дома можно драться каждый
It's very
выходной.
easy to fight in your backyard. Here or Los Angeles, it's the same thing. You know, it's basically like fighting at home. You can fight at home every single weekend. In your backyard, you can fight. You can fight all the time. When I signed the contract in 2018, I had 5 fights that year as well, and they were not at home. If I could fight at home every one of those fights, I could fight 10 times that year.
This isn't just raw aggression, it's calculated. Merab credits a refined training regimen, specifically highlighting John Wood for his drastically improved striking. He reveals a past where he relied solely on instinct, throwing punches from pure gut feeling. But that era is over. Merab now boasts a much more precise and controlled approach, a tactical evolution that allows him to hit and not get hit. This transformation from instinct-driven brawler to sharp, technical striker is a testament to his dedication, adding another layer of danger to his already relentless style. The old Mirab is gone. A sharper, more dangerous version stands in its place.
Yeah, and just last one for me. If you do win this fight, it'll be 15 in a row in the UFC for you. The record is Islam and Anderson Silva at 16, but what would that mean to you, I guess, to put yourself up there with the greatest winning streaks in UFC history?
Yeah, that would be great resume on my record, and yeah, that will be good, perfect. Like that's gonna make me even more feel better. You know, I was just dreamed to fight in UFC, and I don't know if I will ever come this far, but now I'm keep going and keep improving and breaking records, and this feels good for sure.
Despite his newfound confidence, Merab isn't dismissing Petr Yan lightly. He stresses he isn't overlooking Yan, acknowledging him as a dangerous top contender. Merab understands razor-thin margins, recognizing one mistake can change everything. He respects Yan's innate ability to create fight-altering moments, never underestimating the threat. This grounded perspective, even amidst his ambition, shows a fighter fully aware of his opponent's caliber, setting the stage for a focused, brutal contest. The caution is is real, even for a champion.
If you win this fight, it's going to have to be an immediate trilogy fight with Merab, given everything he's done as a champion.
Знаете, если...
Now, if you look ahead, I think that Mirab deserves any rematch that he wants, whether he calls it out or the UFC calls it out, and I think that he deserves a rematch. And if I do win, I think that it would be a really cool trilogy to put that third fight together.
While locked into the immediate danger of Petr Yan, Merab can't hide his excitement for what lies beyond 2025. He's already eyeing potential contender options for 2026, a clear sign of confidence. The division, he notes, is buzzing with activity, lining up new challengers. Merab name drops Ayman Zahabi on a long winning streak and calling him out, a challenge he respects. He also mentions Song Yadong fighting Sean O'Malley, expressing openness to face Yadong if he upsets O'Malley. The future for Merab is a thrilling chessboard of elite matchups.
That was my goal, to be busy this year, and thank you UFC to make this one happen, because I was willing to fight 4 times this year, and it's happening. Yeah, we are in 5 weeks. Today is Wednesday. All I have to do is make weight and be happy after.
Yes. How is the weight cut going? Because we already see everyone, they're dissecting your interviews, they're wondering how you're looking and how you're feeling. Can you share with us?
It's never easy. It's always tough, you know. It's mental game, but I've been worse feeling on Wednesday, but today, you know, I'm good. I feel good, you know. Yeah, but I'll be fine.
Petr Yan offers a starkly different perspective on Merab's busy 2025 schedule, including 4 camps and title fights. Yan argues Merab's constant activity isn't necessarily a disadvantage, almost dismissing the grind. His reasoning: fighting frequently becomes easy when every matchup feels like it's happening at home. This subtle jab implies Merab's rigorous schedule might be less taxing than it appears, given convenient fight locations. Yan's words challenge Merab's superhuman endurance, suggesting a more comfortable reality for the champion. It's a clear shot across the bow, designed to deflate Merab's perceived hardships.
Yeah, so weight cut is never easy, you know, and it just right now, yeah, I don't have, like, I feel like we'll be off sometimes. I don't have energy, and I feel very low energy. Sometimes I want to take a break, you know, and sometimes I feel sleepy because like, I don't know, because of I wasn't eating like last 3 days. But but I was drinking. But now, because I was drinking water, my weight is high. So, and then, like, I'm nervous. It's a mental game, you know.
He's got to get off to a fast start. He can't afford to go 1 round down. Yeah, it's a 5-round fight, and Yan certainly has a 5-round style, so that will help him in this matchup. But often, even in those 3 fights that he did win, he finds his groove in fights. He takes his time. He's not exactly fast out of the gate. You might call that a championship style because he's used to doing 5 rounds. In the 3-round fights that he had, he was able to get away with it. And yeah, this is a 5-round, but even still, you don't want to give Merab that mental advantage, because we saw against Corey Sandhagen, we saw against Sean O'Malley. As soon as he feels that he's in control, then he just starts to run away with it and starts quite literally making fun of his opponents and kissing them and waving at Dana and talking and all kinds of stuff. You don't want to let Merab, who is flying high with confidence, stacking up title defenses like crazy, you don't want to let him get an early mental advantage.
Amidst external noise, Mirab remains focused on a deeply personal achievement, hitting a 15-fight winning streak. He views this as a huge addition to his resume and something that would make him proud. Mirab reflects on his journey, admitting he once only dreamed of fighting in the UFC, never imagining such heights. Yet he's here. Keep going and keep improving and breaking records. This pursuit of history, placing him alongside legends like Islam Makhachev and Anderson Silva, serves as a powerful intrinsic motivator, fueling his relentless drive to push his limits. It's more than a fight, it's a legacy.
I tell you what, a lot of people are counting out Petr Yan, and I feel like they're making a mistake. This guy, supposedly, he had a broke hand in their first match, and when you watch them fight, it kind of does look like he has a broke hand. He's not winging it with full power. Now, Merab is hungry for a knockout. He's hungry for a knockout. He's hungry for a TKO, and that is where I think Petr Yan has the opportunity to crack Merab when Merab is swinging. You saw it against Corey Sandhagen when he really started to flurry against Corey Sandhagen. That chin is floating. That chin is floating, and Petr Yan is a master of boxing with little 4-ounce gloves. Anything can happen.
For Petr Yan, this title fight against Mirab transcends all previous accomplishments, marking it as the most meaningful moment of his career. He states a win would surpass anything he achieved during his rise, even his iconic victory for the vacant belt against Jose Aldo. Yan frames this matchup as his ultimate chance to reclaim his place at the top, to prove his full potential, and to deliver something important for himself and everyone on his team. This isn't just about a belt, it's about redemption, validation, and solidifying his personal legacy. The hunger for this specific win is palpable, making it a pivotal moment for No Mercy. Adding an explosive layer, Petr Yan, despite being the challenger, is already looking beyond this fight. He makes it clear that if he secures the belt, he is ready to run it back immediately for a trilogy with Mirab. Yan expresses no hesitation, willing to make that third fight happen without a second thought. This bold declaration speaks volumes about his confidence, and perhaps a grudging respect for Mirab. It sets up an enticing future, promising immediate fireworks and a rubber match. Yan is already planting the seeds for an epic conclusion. Yan's commitment to a trilogy extends further. If he wins, Merab Dvalishvili fully deserves an immediate rematch. He asserts Mirab, given his championship achievements, has earned the right to ask for any matchup he wants. Yan explicitly states that whether Mirab or the UFC calls for it, he thinks Mirab deserves a rematch. This level of sportsmanship from a rival is noteworthy, adding respect to their fierce competition. It creates a fascinating dynamic where both acknowledge the other's elite status, setting the stage for a potential saga. Yan is planning for a long-term rivalry. Shifting focus to Merab's physical state, he defiantly brushes off concerns about his fourth weight cut of 2025. Public speculation mounted, yet Merab insists he feels far better than people assume, stating he's good, focused, and ready to finish the job on the scale. He clarifies staying this active was always his goal this year. Thanking the UFC, this resilient front, despite the grueling schedule, showcases Merab's unyielding determination and mental fortitude. He's projecting unwavering strength, silencing doubters, and reinforcing his battle readiness. The machine is operating at full capacity, or so he claims. Meanwhile, Robert Whittaker expresses significant doubt about Petr Yan's path to victory in a rematch. Whittaker sees Mirab as fundamentally evolved, noting his improved defensively sound striking and greater comfort mixing it in with takedowns. This blend, he argues, enhances Mirab's overall game once he establishes control, a tactic effective against elite opponents like Corey Sandhagen. Whittaker emphasizes Mirab has become an unsolvable problem, a unique force. His assessment underscores the monumental challenge awaiting Yan, painting a picture of a fighter who has plugged previous weaknesses. Mirab is a new beast. Whittaker drives his point home by referencing their first explosive encounter, specifically highlighting Merab's astonishing feat of landing over 49 takedowns. He stresses Merab's uniqueness, stating, "I don't think there are two of him in the world." This extraordinary statistic forms the bedrock of Whittaker's belief that Yan has no clear path to victory. He admires Yan as a great fighter, but concludes he simply doesn't see where that avenue of victory lies against the relentless, multifaceted machine. Whittaker's analysis paints a grim picture for Yan, suggesting an almost impossible task against such an exceptional and unconventional opponent. Michael Bisping offers his critical breakdown of Yan's strategy, emphasizing the absolute necessity for a strong start in the rematch. He warns Yan can't afford to go one round down, despite having a 5-round style. Bisping points out Yan's usual tendency to take time to find his rhythm, a habit working in 3-round fights but disastrous against Mirab. Falling behind early, he explains, hands Mirab a dangerous mental advantage. This sets up a clear directive for Yan: come out blazing from the opening bell, leaving no room for Mirab to build momentum. The first round is critical for Yan, it's sink or swim. Bisping elaborates on the dire consequences of letting Mirab establish early control. He warns that once Mirab gains that psychological and physical edge, he just starts to run away with it, dominating physically and mentally. Bisping cites examples against Corey Sandhagen and Sean O'Malley, where Mirab, feeling in charge, began making fun of his opponents, even kissing them and waving at Dana. This confident, almost arrogant display, Bisping stresses, is exactly what Yan must prevent. Giving Mirab an early mental advantage when he's flying high with confidence would be a fatal error, leading to a long, humiliating night for Yan. Sean O'Malley highlights Merab's key risks, believing Petr Yan's only path to victory hinges on Merab becoming overconfident with his striking. O'Malley acknowledges Merab's improved hands, noting his knockout of Corey Sandhagen and increased combo throwing. However, he warns this newfound confidence could be a trap against a fighter of Yan's caliber. It's a delicate balance for Merab, evolving his game while not forgetting foundational strengths. O'Malley's insight suggests Merab's ambition for a striking finish might inadvertently create the very opening Yan needs to win. The ultimate irony. O'Malley marvels at Merab Dvalishvili's impressive confidence heading into his 4th title fight of the year. He notes most fighters would be worn down by such a busy schedule, but Merab is built different. O'Malley describes him as naturally tough, someone not overly rigid with diet or training, and physically built to handle the demands of repeated high-level competition. This almost superhuman resilience, O'Malley speculates, might be attributed to straight DMN Georgian rice, hinting at Merab's unique physical makeup. It's a testament to Merab's extraordinary constitution, allowing him to defy conventional wisdom and maintain peak performance despite an unprecedented pace. Truly a machine. The praise for Merab reaches stratospheric levels from Tim Welch, who unequivocally declares him the greatest bantamweight of all time easily. But Welch describes Merab's dominance as undebatable, citing his incredible winning streak in the murderer's row of elite fighters he's defeated: Corey Sandhagen, Umar Nurmagomedov, Henry Cejudo, Jose Aldo, and Petr Yan himself. Welch stresses Merab's consistency and skill as the key to his formidable challenge. This bold assertion solidifies Merab's current standing as an unparalleled force, elevating him to legendary status. Welch's statement sets a monumental bar for Merab's legacy. Yet, even with high praise, Merab himself admits the rematch with Petr Yan will be challenging. He recognizes Yan as a really tough opponent and top guy, acknowledging a crucial shift in dynamic. Merab believes Yan likely underestimated him in their first fight, being surprised by his skill level. But now, Yan knows how good I am and he will be well prepared. This acknowledgement signals heightened respect for Yan's intelligence and adaptability, anticipating a more dangerous opponent. The element of surprise is gone, replaced by mutual understanding of the elite challenge each presents. It's a new fight with new stakes. Merab's ultimate challenge isn't just Petr Yan, it's himself. He confesses the difficulty of staying motivated against an opponent he's already beaten, knowing Yan will be more determined. Merab stresses the importance of maintaining an underdog mindset even as champion, acknowledging Yan will come hard and change his style. He admits this mindset is hard to do in the training or in the fight, but hopes to manage it effectively. The future of the bantamweight division hangs in the balance, a true test of mental fortitude against a dangerous rival. Will Merab overcome this internal battle to cement his legacy, or will Yan's calculated adjustments reclaim his throne? The Octagon will reveal